What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game we have Zerty as our orange Ayyubids spawning on the west of Cliffside. Up here in the northeast we have GUA as our purple Zushi Legacy. Going for very centered build. No. Okay. Whew. Almost messed up there. Going for the early wood 50 early wood first, having all of them build the mill while the imperial official is observing it, no, supervising it. That way they get the added bonus, so instead of 50 wood it is 60 wood. Next to the berry patches, all the sheep go over there, and now they just nom get that extra bonus going through. Keep in mind that the Zushi Legacy, I'm sure a lot of you are aware, I do have to mention it though, Zushi's Legacy did get a nerf. Let me take a step back really quick. Going for the wood means that he'll be able to get the early village up instead of going for the house. So he's gonna be at a 50 supply now instead of just out of 20. So he doesn't really have to worry about wood anytime soon, which allows him to progress further in with just putting villagers on gold and food, for those of you who are not aware of why they do this. And now going into the nerfs and buffs. Not really the buffs, because Zushi's Legacy didn't really get any. They did get a few nerfs. It is the main one, of course, is going to be the Meditation Garden. They reduced the radius by 1 square. Let's see, I forgot Ayyubids does it, or they still haven't fixed the caster UI to let us know if the Zushis are, the Ayyubids are aging up. So let me just click on them. So the Meditation Garden did get nerfed. It doesn't give as many resources per minute. They also nerfed the radius of it, which I think they should have done one or the other first. And it does look like our Ayyubid player is going for the Camel Raiders. So it'll be military wing reinforcement coming through for him. And yeah, so I think it should have been one or the other, nerf the radius or nerf the resources per minute, not both, because nerfing both at the same time essentially does the same thing. Both of those nerfs combined is essentially a double whammy to the gold per minute, because when you're nerfing the radius, that means you're not going to be getting as many resources obviously under the Meditation Garden, since the radius has been nerfed, and then you also have the resources per minute nerf. So yeah, I think they should have done one or the other first, mainly the resources per minute, and if it was still a little too strong, then nerf the radius. I don't think they should have done both at the same time. Just my 2 cents. As for our Ayyubids, they did get quite a few nerfs as well, to say them all at the top of my head, but I can't really say all of them at the top of my head. The main one for them will be the Culture Wing advancement. I think this was a little bit of an over nerf, because it used to be 40% faster age up, and they nerfed it down to 20% faster age up. They should have went in the middle first. I don't like over nerfing things regardless of how I feel about them. In game, I thought it was pretty overpowered. I thought it was way too strong. But that's me in like Conqueror 1 MMR, so my opinion doesn't really matter too much when I'm playing. But when I'm casting, it's a lot different. My perspective of the game is a hell of a lot different when I'm casting compared to when I'm playing. I think with the Culture Wing advancement, they should have dropped it down to 30% instead of cutting it in half. I really think it should have been dropped down to 30%. Test the waters, see how it is. I really don't like overcorrections, like I mentioned with the Meditation Garden. I'd prefer small nerfs here and there just to test it, because when you start doing overcorrections, then you could severely destroy the civilization. And we have seen that in the past as well, especially since there's civs like the Ottomans, for instance, who have gone untouched for essentially 2 years. And yeah, Oh no, a year, not 2 years. They've been essentially untouched for a whole year, and they're still one of the strongest civs ever since release. But instead of nerfing them, they've nerfed other civs. So let's just not talk about balance now, because I don't understand what their thought process is there with the Ottomans. Anyways, normal build, standard game so far from both players. Nothing too dangerous or exciting coming through from either of them. As you guys have noticed though, subscriber count, the channel is growing. Super excited. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for your comments. As usual, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free, leave them down below. Let me know if there's anything that I need to improve on. If you guys think that I'm favoriting, or if I'm casting a specific civ too much, like, I'm trying to give all civs love as much as I can, regardless of what the viewership is. Like, I know for some reason you guys don't like when I cast English, because English games are by far my worst performing videos. But at the same time, like, I don't want to just banish English. Like, I know there's English players out there that are enjoying the games, so I do have to post their games, guys. Everybody needs to have some love every now and then. But yeah, if you guys think that I'm casting a civ too much or not enough, let me know in the comments, because I am always trying to balance it out as much as I can. But I'm only human, and I'm only one person, and I'm doing everything based off of memory. So yeah, as usual, thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you guys for watching. Nice little shots. The Chukanu doesn't really do much. Keep in mind too, like, the Camel Raiders are amazing units, especially since he's getting them for free every 2 minutes for the rest of the game, right? It's gonna allow him to go into Castle Age, which he already did with advancement, which is very standard. Going from reinforcements into advancement, extremely standard play there. There's absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. As soon as the Castle Age takes over, GUA for sure 100% knows that it was with advancements, and Zerty is essentially, like, with advancements, you're not necessarily going naked fast castle, but you basically are, because your only units are trickling in every 2 minutes. But once you hit castle, you're gonna get that nice boom, right? We're gonna see the Ghulams coming out now, one at a time though. Zerty still doesn't have enough barracks up. Second one is barely coming up. Third one won't be coming up for at least another 30 seconds once he gathers enough wood. And now GUA coming in with the first ram, 18 Chukanu total. This is going to be a little difficult for Zerty to actually deal with. He's currently sitting on 2 Ghulams, 3 Camel Raiders. I don't know. Yeah, all the Camel Raiders are back home, so that's at least a positive. A lot of the villagers are being migrated over to the southernmost gold, because the Chukanu and the ram are going to be getting rid of the safe gold. So Zerty does need to be careful. Make sure that he doesn't take any real heavy losses right now. I would love to see these villagers getting pulled off of wood though, because there's essentially no purpose for them at the moment. Once he gets that after he gets the third barracks, I would really love to see him pull those villagers off and go over to food or something a little bit more crucial, because at the moment he has 9 villagers. He has 9 villagers on wood, and that's a lot of villagers getting pulled in order to deal with the ram. Just bringing it down quite a bit, almost at about half. Zerty's only sitting on 6 Ghulams at the moment. 3 Camel Raiders, still not enough to actually defend against this. And he's stopped production for the most part as well. He doesn't have enough villagers on food. That's what I'm saying. He needs to pull the villagers off of the... Okay, third barracks coming up. Ghulams, 4 of them, plus some Camel Raiders are going to go into the back line, try to sandbag this as best as they can. Chukanu, there's quite a few over here. There's what, 8 total in the back? For reinforcements on the front line, how many do we have? 21 Chukunu in the front line. These Gulams are going to be doing a ton of damage to these Chukunu. It is sandbagging it quite a bit as well. He has to be careful with these Camel Raiders to make sure that they don't just get instantly picked off by the Chukunu. I don't know what Zerty can do. The fast castle was a good idea, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't really have the resources to defend. He's sitting on 12 military against 39. There is some decent attack going on back here. Camel Raiders are still there. The fourth one just popped out. The fourth free one, but he will be losing. He almost loses the Camel Raider right there. He needs to make sure that he doesn't really lose anything. There's going to be another ramp coming up, the second one of the game, going towards the southern side. Villagers have already started migrating. Are they going back to the northern one? Yes, they are. For some reason, he's going with the mosque. You don't need a mosque right now, Zerty. All you need is to build military units. Don't try to go for that at the moment. Villagers, so many villagers are going to be under fire right now. The first one of the game does go down. Second one goes down as well. And this is where it could start potentially looking extremely bad for Zerty, like it has it already. 14 military against 40. Camel Raider goes down, and now he's just single target firing on these Gulams. There's not much that the Gulams could actually do. Yes, once they jump on top of them, they're able to kind of kill them off fairly quickly, but they're starting the Gulams here to, in order to do so. There are some more in the back line, sandbagging the rest of the reinforcements, but there's so many here already. 27 Gulams, or 27 Chukunu. If it was 27 Gulams, this would be a completely different game. But there's 27 Chukunu still. Nice healthy number. I think he's lost probably 2 or 3 of his main force. He's lost quite a few back here though. What is he sitting on? 5 ranged armor, so the Chukunu are only doing 1 damage to them. It is castle against feudal. Dervish are out and about. How many dervish does he have? He only has 1 dervish at the moment. And again, the villagers are forced to move, and now this time they're going to be going all the way to the northernmost gold. Well, second most northern gold. Chukunu, Woodline picking off another villager. 3 villager kills so far for GUA. Zerty sitting on 40 villagers to the 44. 11 military for Zerty against the 54 for GUA, and GUA has 13 Chukunu in queue. How many does he have? He has 5 archeries right now, archery ranges, just spamming out Chukunu. I really don't like that Zerty went for the mosque. That was some wasted wood. That was wasted gold. I do not like that play whatsoever. That could have been another 2 barracks instead of only 2 that he has at the moment, and that's it. Oh. Yeah, I do not like that mosque play. That was very ambitious of him. I don't think that was proper timing anyways. He is going to be able to grab the first relic. His mosque goes down, so it doesn't even really matter. Oh, nice. Okay, so the first Manjanique is going to be coming out. He could have actually made the Manjanique way earlier if he didn't go for the mosque as well, because he's kind of been food starved at the moment, or not food starved for the time being. This Manjanique is so crucial, absolutely critical at the moment. If it's able to get some good shots off, first shot is pretty damn good. That was a clean first shot. Is he gonna be able to get a second? I don't think so. It does look like that Manjanique is gonna be able to push the Chukunu back, but now Zerty is down to a single barracks. Remember, Rams have been nerfed, extremely nerfed, with that most recent patch as well. These Chukunu, they're trying to figure out what to do. Is he gonna be able to Manjanique? I don't know what the Manjanique is doing. It could have easily got an amazing shot right there, but for some reason, Zerty pulled it back. But going back to the ram, it did get a massive nerf. They reduced the health on it by 70, and it also takes an additional 20% damage from melee units. Second Manjanique shot is gorgeous right there. Hits, what, about 8 units? Another, no, another shot, but it wasn't really that good. It only actually hit 1 unit. That one was good. That was a solid hit. Is Zerty actually going to be able to bring this back? He's sitting on 18 golems now with the Manjanique. The Manjanique could get jumped on though. Keep that in mind. Like this, if these Jukunu just rush on top of it, they will be able to kill it. How many are here right now? There's 51, right? So each one of them does 1 damage, or each one of them does 3 damage. 1 damage 3 times. So that's 150 damage. You're gonna lose a couple right there, but it doesn't even matter. Zerty is pushing in right now with so many golems. Not so many. It looks like there's about 12 here, but they're very tanky. They're sitting on 5 armor, and they're just gonna be pushing in. They're not really killing much. That's kind of the crappy part. They were kind of funneled through, and now they're going to be able to jump on top of the Jukunu and start dealing damage to a decent chunk of them already. 4 or 5 of them have went down, but at the same time, 4 or 5 golems have went down for Zerty, and his numbers are just dwindling at this point. He's sitting on 11 Jukunu. 6 of them are right here trying to push these, keep those Jukunu back home. Meanwhile, there's still 50 Jukunu just in front of the base of Zerty right now. I highly doubt that's been scouted, but GUA should be curious as to where he's getting the gold. What has he checked so far? I'm assuming he's checked this. He's checked all that. He has to have. Oh no! These golems are on move, not even attack move, and now they're just gonna get fully swarmed by these Jukunu. He's gonna be losing 6 of them essentially for free right there. Nice micro from GUA. Pulls back a huge chunk of his weakened ones, but he's gonna potentially still lose one. How many did he lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He lost about 6 to 8 Jukunu right there, but Zerty did lose about 8 man-at-arms, or not man-at-arms, golems. So of course that's gonna be that's a way better trade for our Zushi Legacy player than it is for our Ayyubids player. I don't know why Zerty keeps pushing out like that. Nice shot, actually. Like if he sat back with all those golems, he'd be sitting on about 30 right now, and possibly 2 or 3 Manjaniques, instead of just pushing out like he was. And now, there's gonna be a lot of villager kills up here on the western side. Over on the western side, a lot of villager kills potentially on the southern side as well. There's what, a golem, single golem, heading over to the base of GUA. This Manjanique is just so, like, crucial to this defense. If it goes down, the entire base of Zerty goes down with it. 9 villagers are idled at the moment. Villagers on the southern side are trying to escape. That is not going to work whatsoever. Well, I shouldn't say it's not going to work whatsoever, because GUA could just let them live, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, GUA is just going to allow them to survive a little bit longer. Oh, maybe not. Is he trying to split his Jukunu? What's going on? What's going on? Another attack. Manjanique, second one comes up. All right. 2 Manjaniques against a player who's still in feudal. Jingning Tower coming down to transition over into Song Dynasty. I'm not in, oh yeah, to transition into food. 23 Ghoulam's now for Zerty. He's gonna try to start pushing out. He's gonna go after the second TC that's here. It's 50 villagers against 56. A few more Chukunu going into the base of Zerty, but Zerty does have 3 Ghoulam's here to protect it. Villagers on the western side. That's a lot of Chukunu chilling, doing nothing. 38 in total. This second TC will be going down. Song Dynasty just finished, so he is going to be getting, I believe it's the 30% now instead of 40% wood reduction. It's 30% wood reduction on non-military buildings, and that also includes towers. So non-military, or now it excludes, sorry. It excludes towers now. So towers are full cost because it was kind of stupid that they were able to just spam up towers. A lot of them. And GUA is just gonna go in with his 88 Chukunu into the base of Zerty to try to pick off whatever he can. But surprisingly enough, there isn't anything there. Everything has already been pulled off. Like, that was really nice. A really nice job by Zerty to preemptively pull the villagers from his main base up to this kind of like satellite base that he has going up to the north. Lumber mill, and that's also where his military was. So really nice job. I'm not sure what this is all about, Zerty. Mountain Dew Academy was the landmark of choice in order for GUA to age up into castle. So now he will be getting his veterancies, of course. More importantly though, our Zushi legacy player is going to be able to make springholds in order to counteract manganiques. Remember though, springholds have been nerfed. They no longer two-shot manganiques or mangonels. It takes 3 shots. So in the time that it takes you to two-shot them, well, or 3-shot them if you only have 1 springhold, you're gonna need 2. You're gonna need to, well, yeah, 3-shot them. They will be getting at least another attack off. Well, no, if you have 1 springhold against 3, they're gonna be getting 2 shots off. If you have 2 springholds against a manganique or mangonel, by the time you kill it, they'll be getting another shot off. That's a lot of damage that can and will be done at this level of play with the amount of micro potential that they have. It is gonna take the shot. Amazing, beautiful shot right there. Both springholds go down. Manganiques stay alive, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, now that you cannot one-shot them, the tides have turned in terms of how siege works in this game. You can't go in preemptively like that. Yes, another springhold has come out. It will finally kill off the manganique. It took 3 shots, but look at that. Now it has to be on the run. The damage has been done. Oh, the villagers are getting pulled in order to deal with it. They will actually be able to deal with the manganique now. They finally closed the gap, and we are on the following the actual battle. No, the manganique was pretty important too, because those were his only siege units. Ghoulam's going in. They will eventually be dealt with. I want to see what else we have going on though. It doesn't really look like there's any other alarm bells going off, anything else really happening. Oh, we got some villagers going down on the eastern side. Set 15 villager kills for GUA, 48 for Zerty. Zerty has been all over the place. GG gets called. Game goes to our orange Ayyubids player, Zerty. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.